Alright, hey guys, we're going to be doing some more creasing. I noticed yesterday after I went over his creases with purple, like the eyelid purple, that the creases are still not where I want them to be, and I do apologize. For some reason the lighting is not great. He is not yellow and disgusting in person, I promise. He's a nice, pretty strawberry and cream complexion. So we are going to go ahead and mix up some paint. I'm going to wash my brush out real quick here. We're going to be using red with a little bit of blue and some dark reds. So, put that guy up for a second. So here's red. Let's do some darker red. I always put it away and then I forget where I put it. Oh, that's not right. Dark red. See, I told you I'd find it eventually. Darken you up a little. And then it's just a smidge too red. I'm gonna add some blue. I know what you're thinking. Why on earth would you want to use blue? That looks weird, but trust me, it turns out nice. Blue gives it a bit of a purpley tone. Goes back to color theory. Off my head. Okay, so it's a nice pretty garnet. I'm gonna add some more blue and then I'm gonna go back with some darker here. What did I just do with my dark red? Goodness, I need to leave it on my table just so that I don't have to keep picking up all my colors and I know exactly where it is. I was trying to get this dark enough. Ooh. Fuzzies. I was trying to get it dark enough for the creases and I just didn't start out with enough. So red, dark red, and a little bit of blue. Okay. And mix it till you're happy. It doesn't have to exactly match mine. Whoa, goodness, that was a good catch. Okay, so I'm going to get a clean paper towel and put a little bit of a paint splotch on there so you can see what color this actually is. It's super pretty. Okay, so you can see that my color palette, you stir it around and it's nicely mixed, but it's pretty light. I mean, you can still see the paint trailing down, but you see that? It's pretty. You guys can't even see that color. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's the color of wine, garnet wine. It's got a little bit of a purple tone to it. So. Oh, I was trying to show you guys how pretty that was, and my lighting is just not so good. Sorry about that. So you've got your messy desk here. You've got your crease cleaner, your detail brush. I go with the smaller ones, and then your sponge to wipe everything off that you don't like. Get my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. That's the thing with creases, it just takes forever to build them up. But we're getting there, guys. He's looking better. Get inside the nose. If my camera goes in and out, I am so sorry. It's got that autofocus on there and it kind of does its own thing. And while we're doing creases, we're also going to be working on lips and nails. For his lips, I'm going to go with more of the liquidier part, so I'm not scraping it on the edge. I'm actually getting in there with the liquid paint. And it doesn't have to be put on there perfectly, guys. We want an uneven look on his lips to make them more natural. Okay, and I don't want it in the middle. Ooh, so I'll take that off. And I kind of want to off those bumps too. Give me just a minute. You can paint over those bumps if you want. It's not going to hurt anything. If you want them lighter, wipe the paint off. So you can be careful when you go around the bumps. Or you can paint over the whole thing, either one's fine. And you can use, where'd it go? You can use one of these brushes if you want to get in there. Make sure you pounce it out. You don't want paint pooling in there. Hopefully later today it'll be nicer and you guys can see the creasing and stuff better. It's kind of early morning here, say around 7, so the sun isn't quite out yet. I don't think it's even going to come out today. I think we're supposed to have rain. I was telling you guys that red modeling really made it look good. So did the eyelid purple creasing. Made a huge difference. We are getting close to getting him done, guys. The inside of his ear is pretty much done, so I'm not going to mess with it. I want to get that crease on the outside. As you can see, ears look pretty good. And I didn't do his eyes because I finally got them the way I want them, the creases in his eyes, because they were dark enough. So I'm only hitting the ones that really need it. Like there are some that are just really, you can see these are kind of pale compared to what they're supposed to look like. nose. Now, when I go back over and do their blush, him especially, I'm just going to use some straight up red. Going to brighten his blushing a little bit. Missed that the first time I was creasing for some reason. I don't understand, but that little crease on his ankle, very first time I missed it, and then as I'm painting it I realized there's an actual crease there, so I've been trying to darken it as I go. And yes, I'll have to go over it with the purple eventually. Technically there's one there too, but I don't want to do that one. So. I think it's a little much. There's quite a bit there in that one little spot. I don't want to get so many creases on there that it looks weird. So. These are just what I would call touch-up creases, just because some of them are not as dark as the others, and you want them to match. So. I did pretty good on his creases. Definitely look better once I brighten his blush up. Creases. Let me stretch them, I guess. Hang on. Water. And we're going to do the same with her. We're going to look her over. Make sure her creases are good. They are not between the toes. So. Oh, I still have some kits that I need to sell, so I'm going to be doing some raffles on my Facebook page, Fox and Socks Reborns. And right now I've got a raffle for Levi and Quinlan. And the next raffle will be up just as soon as those place, I guess. So it's $10 a spot and no refunds. So play at your own risk. Yeah, the more spots you buy, the better chances you have at winning, but it doesn't guarantee a win. All the rules are up on my wall if anyone is interested. I'll be raffling off kits until they are gone because, like I said, I'm needing these kits moved. Around so I can get his sister Winnie on here. But, cup holder thingy that I used for my limbs when they're drying. Oh, it's so annoying when it zooms in and out like that. Ugh, I didn't realize my dryer was going in the background until just now. Sorry about that. Let me turn that off. I'm so sorry. I didn't even realize it was going in the background. I just paint. I don't even pay attention to. I got dogs. I got deer and stuff that freak them out and they bark all the time. And I'm sitting in here and I always paint and I don't pay attention to the washer or the dryer going in the background. So I am sorry. It should be a little easier for you guys to hear me now. My mind went blank. I was like, what am I going to do? And I'm like, oh, yeah. The next limb. Oh, my goodness. Guys, I had a moment there for a second. Don't you hate that when your mind goes blank and you're not quite sure what you're supposed to be doing? Like when you walk into the kitchen and you're like, I'm going to make myself a snack. And you walk in there and you're like, why am I in the kitchen again? Or if you're like me, you walk into Walmart and everything that you thought you were going to pick up, you completely forget. And then you end up getting things that you didn't need. And you forget what you went in there for in the first place. So when you get home and you realize you don't have the eggs, you're like, oh yeah, maybe I should have wrote a shopping list. Oh well. I think we all get busy and our mind's so used to being on autopilot that when we need memory recall, we totally forget. That's my theory. Miss Winnie. I'm going to leave that middle part of her lip unpainted. Pull that extra paint off. Getting a really watery part of the paint, guys. I was going to deepen the color of her lips. Oh, good catch. Inside of her ears look good too, but I'm gonna do the little crease on her earlobe here. Turning out cute. Man, I wish the camera didn't make everything look so yellow. It's not even close to how she looks in real life. Is that my kitty? That's a little better. She's still better looking in person than on video. Okay. That's it for this video, and when we come back, we're going to do the nails.